Coming up on this week's episode, the Front Porch Piano Bar and Restaurant in Ogunquit has been a community favorite for years. Meet the new owner and sing along with some friends of the Front Porch. Plus, check out the newly renovated and transformed Cliff House Resort. And Kevin, while in Ogunquit, we picked up a sweet treat for you.
Looking forward to it. And this week at the Myro Studios, we are hearing the music of Star-Crossed Losers.
I'm Erin Kevin.
I'm Kevin Oates.
You're watching MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us here at our home, Myro Studios, with the one and only Kevin Oates.
Lovely being here. Thank you so much.
How has your week been going?
It's awesome.
Well, we had an awesome week down in Ogunquit ahead of the busy season. Have you been to the Front Porch?
I've never been. I grew up my summers in Ogunquit my whole life, and I've never been.
Well, you will get to sing along with us. We also toured the recently transformed and renovated Cliff House Resort, which was absolutely beautiful. Date night for sure. And I brought you a sweet treat from the Harbor Candy Shop.
Oh, awesome. Look at that
Our
little
Maine
mousse.
mousse. They had chocolate lobsters too.
Oh, the
Such
Maine
a
mousse
sweet
is
spot.
so much better. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you. So we've got a great show ahead and awesome music.
And we have the Star-Crossed Losers from right here in Portland, Maine. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
For those who don't know, how long have you guys been together as a band?
A little over a year.
Okay, and what's your first song gonna be?
This is called How They're Rolling.
Go for it.
Hear the early children's song, holding their bellies all the day long. Oh, that's how they're rolling. Oh, yeah, that's where they'll go.
Welcome to the charming coastal community of Ogunquit, Maine, where thousands of people each year walk the Marginal Way Trail along the beautiful rocky coastline. From in town to Perkins Cove, this community offers art galleries, restaurants, shops, boutiques, and a variety of family-friendly activities. And a pretty fun nightlife. Our first stop, the Front Porch.
Come on, babe, why don't you make that sound? And all that jazz. I don't lose my knees and roll my stockings down. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, everybody knows how to sing, and that's what happens here. People come from far and wide to just come here and hang out. It's like a piece of home. The Front Porch is the best party in town as far as a really good time.
With the piano bar, we've held on to an old format of, a sing-along environment that people are able to request their own songs and kind of be the star of the night. And the place is full, and cocktails are flowing, so it's a good time. I actually got to work here at the Front Porch for a summer in college, so that's how I first met the place. It's been incredibly humbling just based on the history here and the way the community has received me, and it's just a really special town to be a part of. One of the local artists did this mural that's hanging above our stairs, and it showcases a lot of the different people in Ogunquit, all walks of life. So it's special to still have that original painting hanging up here. People just love what it's all about here.
Hi, I'm Michelle Curry. I'm here at the Front Porch Piano Bar and Restaurant here in Ogunquit, Maine. And we're here to have a blast, and we do all the time. What good is sitting
happy place. It's, how do we extend the hours on that and provide more for people. And so we're going to be doing a weekend brunch that's very cocktail focused. For the first time in a long time, we're going to be doing a summer series of shows. So we're going to be doing some dinner cabarets, and those will be scattered throughout the summer. We have people traveling in from across the country that come here because it's such a unique venue. The people that are here today are, part of the core of this town, and all like amazing voices too. A lot of these guys that are here are classically trained. So I'm not going to be singing or everyone would be leaving, but these guys really, it makes it special.
Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong.
Anna, in this week's Taste the Difference series, we're on a little field trip today at Pemberton's manufacturing facility in Gray, Maine, where they make a variety of Maine-made products, from chocolate sauces to Makuchi's homemade sauces. You have 4 types that you have been working on with Rick and your chef for over 5 years now, and you chose this facility to make them.
Yes, we did. So right on our store in India Street in Portland, we talked to our chef and told him to use the finest ingredients that we have, and we wanted to have our own sauce to sell in our store. So we came up with the original recipe, which everyone would like because there's not chunks in it, even kids. Has a little bit of a green pepper flavor. Then we have our marinara sauce, which is sweet and identical to the sauce on our Sicilian slab. And then we have the puttanesca and then the vodka sauce.
So when you talk about tasting the difference, there's a little bit more that goes into what makes it taste so good.
Yes, absolutely. The 7-Eleven tomatoes we use, those are packed fresh. Within hours of the harvest, they are packed right into the can. Then we have our Makuchi spices, and it really makes a difference in the flavor. We sell our sauce at the store and also throughout Maine, and even in Brooklyn, New York.
I love it. Well, let's find Christian, who's the product manager, and actually see the process in which they package your product.
All right, let's find him.
We've got our hairnets on. Christian, product manager. How long have you been working here?
I've been here for 3 years.
I'm sure you get to taste so many good
Oh,
products.
so many good ones, yeah. I love it.
Not a bad job. So right now we are making the...
We're making the puttanesca.
Okay.
I've already gotten it started. I've thrown in our olive oil. I've thrown in our onions, cloves, and our garlic. This just heats up the sauce. The agitator inside there moves it all around so nothing burns, nothing stays in the same place for too long. And we're about ready to start throwing some cans in here, tomatoes.
All right, let's get to work.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, it smells so good.
This is the conveyor belt where we actually jar all the sauces, pour them out of this machine over here. We lid them on the belt. They go through this coater, which prints a date on them, and then they go down the line and get labeled down there.
And so for TV purposes, because you said that it's too hot to touch,
Yep.
we have the finished Makuchi's puttanesca sauce, Anna.
Yes.
What would you make this with? What would be your favorite dish?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic over any pastas, but usually a long cut. Spaghetti, linguine fini, spaghettini, you name it.
Is that really a pasta?
It really is.
Well, I guess I know what I'll be having for dinner tonight. Thank you for bringing us here.
Thank you
Very
for coming.
cool. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, not a
Thank
problem
you.
at all. Thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm looking for the perfect match. I need someone who's good with kids. I could definitely use a helping hand. I want someone I can really talk to.
Please say a command.
Someone who always has my back. I just want someone who really gets me. Hi, I'm Sharon. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back, everyone. In this week's Places and Spaces, we are introducing you to the newly reimagined Cliff House, Maine, open year-round for the first time in their 145-year history. Before we check out the extensive renovation and transformation, sit back, relax, and enjoy this beautiful view. Kathy, it's so nice to be back here. Cliff House, Maine, transformed, absolutely beautiful. We are here in the reception area where, of course, guests check in, can grab a book and cozy up near the fireplace. Tell our viewers about the renovation and the inspiration in this beautiful design.
Absolutely. So we really wanted to pay heritage to the locale. Over 145 years of history, this rich history that made up Cliff House, we wanted to celebrate that, as well as create this coastal chic luxury experience unlike anything in New England.
And you are originally from the South, so when you took this job and you stepped foot on the property, what were you thinking?
It's quintessential New England at its finest. We have an on-site lobster shack where I had last night a lobster roll, so it was great.
Doesn't get much better than that. So talk about the renovation process. I know the property shut down for quite some time, so tell our viewers, if they come back, what are they going to expect?
Definitely more of a luxury product. The guest service is still here. We have 132 rooms, as well as a new phase 2 coming on board with an adults-only pool, so they'll have that escape. And with the new phase, we'll have more room types, which are executive level, as well as larger suites.
So you mentioned the Lobster Shack. We're gonna go down now and take a look at the restaurant and also talk about maybe one of my favorite aspects, which is the spa.
Great. We have 8 different treatment rooms, one having a couple's sanctuary suite, as well as sanctuary lounge area overlooking the cliffs. Our treatments really fluctuate, they change with the seasons. And we really take in the local elements as well into the massages and treatments. So in the winter time, you want to stay indoors, so we really are focusing on spa. And then in the summertime, we have the outdoor pool that's an infinity edge that overlooks the cliffs.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
Beautiful. I can't think of a more beautiful place to bring colleagues or have a wedding or some type of grand event here.
Absolutely. We host from associations, executive meetings, incentive meetings, numerous weddings. So it's a great spot for that as well.
I bet. Well, let's head into the restaurant and talk about the menu, because I know that you really try to use a lot of local ingredients here at Tiller as well.
Yes. So we were mentioning the on-site Lobster Shack, which is a must-try, Nub's Lobster. And now we are seated in our Tiller restaurant, which is our signature fine dining space. It's very intimate, overlooks the ocean right here. And with the menu, it does change seasonally. And we really embrace the farmer to fisherman concept here, as well as embracing the locale and elements and authentic farm fresh.
Well, we have our friend Pierre here, who's going to pour us some bubbles to celebrate the first full busy summer season that you're open. Kathy, in closing, what would you tell folks about the property that have never been here and one of your favorite components and aspects here?
Driving here, it's like a storybook. It really is. It's something out of a storybook fairy tale. It's gorgeous. There's nothing like it. It's very quintessential. Rest and relax, bond with your family. Girls getaway. We have a golf course right across the street for the men, so it's something for everybody, for every season.
And we spent the day in downtown Ogunquit, and how charming is that little village?
It's gorgeous.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We'll toast to the newly renovated and transformed Cliff House, Maine, and give a shout out to our friends at Sea Bags that you guys are using. A lot of local products here, which is really neat.
Absolutely.
So, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It started a long time ago. I think it's more than 75 years now. It's just grown and evolved with the times. I came here as a college student to get a summer job, and I think, like a lot of people, I felt like I'd like to stay here in this area because of how it felt. There's a lot of sophistication coming into chocolates and has been for years now. We do some special things, but mostly people are attracted to and come back again for what's familiar, things that we've all known all our lives, like peanut butter cups and chocolate with nuts in it and other ingredients that go into those simple things. But people don't realize the freshness, the quality of ingredients makes a huge difference to how chocolate tastes, like with all food. I liked Maine, or I would not have had this business. This business just looked right for the space and my parents' beginning of it here. And I thought, I don't know if I want to do this, but I want to live in Maine and to stay in Maine year-round, not just for the summer. And therefore, that's why we worked hard to build a staff of people who could manufacture and we could ship year-round, because that would provide the income for those people. I know it's the very best chocolate.
Each week on MaineLife, we have a segment called Maine Tales, where we feature our furry friends, and in this case, our furry and feathered friends.
Hey now.
And we also recognize our very caring veterinarians throughout the state. This week, meet Peanut and Addie. And a big thank you to Mom Curry from Falmouth for sending in the awesome and adorable video of both
fantastic.
Peanut
That was great.
and Addie. Yes, the overall theme, sharing is caring. And we'd like to give a shout out to Addie's veterinarian, Dr. Mills from North Deering Veterinary Hospital. Thank you for taking good care of Addie and the many other animals. If you'd like to submit a video of your furry friend from Maine Tales, you can email us a link at info@mainlifemedia.com.
Perfect. And we are here with more music from Star-Crossed Losers. This song is called Breathe In, Breathe Out.
Drowning in a wave of awe at the ocean's roar, gentle curling worlds of water rolling through my door. Breathe in, breathe out, high tide rises up my walls, fills the corridor.
Welcome back, everyone. Each week we feature an innovator and a creator across the state of Maine.
Meet this week's Game Changer.
We support Game Changers because it's the only outlet of its kind that seeks out and celebrates this kind of innovative and creative talent here in Maine.
This week's game changer is Carol Aten from Lift 360. Carol, before we talk about an awesome new project that you've been working on, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, Lift 360 is a nonprofit here in Portland that essentially delivers leadership programs. We train 20 and 30-somethings to be good board members and place them into local nonprofits. And we also have a leadership intensive program, which has been going on for 25 years and is the only program in Maine that teaches collaborative leadership. We have some other programs, and the newest one is the one we're going to talk about.
Yes, Portland Unwrapped.
Portland Unwrapped, yes. So I had been in New Hampshire and been part of Leadership Seacoast, which was a 6-month experiential training program, and I thought for sure Portland would have something just like that, and it didn't.
So you created it.
So I created it.
Awesome.
So we did a one-day experiment. We got a hold of the folks at the Custom House, which is a federally owned building, and we're able to use the Custom House as the site. And once our planning committee got together, we really realized that the Custom House is this incredible local global story. And so the theme of Portland as a local global city was really what launched the theme for the day. We invited 12 different panelists in 4 sessions that talked around the whole issue of international trade, of Portland as a built city, the really sort of working with the wharves and international shipping. We had the Visitors Bureau with talking about tourism, really just a lot of different aspects of the community and how they connect. It was just an amazing day, and I think all of us walked away and said, we need this in this city.
We always ask our game changers what your moonshot is.
My dream would be to have a 6-month program that folks could sign up and really participate and be together and really learn a deep dive around the community in this city and come away really knowing how to vote, how to get involved, where to invest their time and energy in Portland.
Thank you for teaching folks that don't know everything that's so good about it.
Thanks.
So thank you so much. And a thank you again to our Game Changer supporters, Red Thread and Town & Country Federal Credit Union. Kevin, we are now talking dating.
Which is a whole new direction for MaineLife, but an exciting one we're going to go towards.
A fun topic, right? So many people are online. In your experience?
Nope, never. So
yeah, neither. Okay, there we go.
So what do we have?
We have Jill Hinckley. She's the founder of Hinckley Introductions. She's a Maine matchmaker, kind of bringing things back to the basics, a little more traditional. If you want privacy, she's the person to go to, and
Amazing.
she's going to be bringing us some really good advice this season. Meet Jill.
Hinckley Introductions is a coaching and matchmaking agency based in Portland, Maine. The most important thing to me about what I'm doing is I'm meeting these incredible people. I love the fact that they're looking for love and a great relationship. To have something to do with two people meeting each other is wonderful. That keeps me going. I love it. I love putting people together, connecting people, showing people what's out there for them, how to put themselves out there. Sometimes we work with them and they have a photograph taken and they haven't had a great picture taken of themselves in years. So we work on that with them. We do some coaching and helping single people that are finally able to meet really other fun, great single people. So personal matchmaking is when I meet a person, we get to know each other, we first decide that I'm the right matchmaker for them. There's lots of matchmakers and we all have a different way of approaching it. I interview potential matches for that person, do background checks, set up the dates. Then I get feedback from the dates to how'd the date go, would they want to see that person again, if it didn't go so well, what was it that we can look for going forward that'll make the match a little bit better. Well, I grew up in Maine in a boating family. My grandfather and my father were both boat builders. It just brought me to meet new people. All my clients have a connection to Maine of some sort. A lot of people would like to get back to Maine. I have clients as far away as California that would really like to move back to Maine. Some people are in Florida for the winter, but come to Maine in the summer. A lot of our clients haven't dated for a while and they want to know what's out there. We customize it to them so they all have their own personal experience with us. Coaching is really the way we start. We help with advice and dating and what to do and not to do on our first date. Some people, because of their lives, they can't go online or try different things because they have a very private life or would like to have more confidentiality. And in that case, they probably need to jump right into personal matchmaking. Everybody is looking for something different, but making introductions and connecting great people is my success. People think it can be intimidating, but I actually think it's wonderful. We try to make it as fun as possible for people because, yeah, you have to be a little vulnerable to put yourself out there, but we are there for you. A lot of my clients are older. I work with people up to 80 years old. I mean, they can be like, but it's not. It's wonderful because there are people out there. It's a big world out there and we're trying to make it a little bit smaller.
And we're happy to include Jill throughout the season on MaineLife, giving us tips, advice.
It's going to be great. And of course, we are still here with star-crossed losers for one final song called So It Goes.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Take care, guys.
Once again I've reached the end of my rope and hopelessly I bend my bad knee and bow my heart head down and I whisper, Father, what now? And wouldn't you like to know? But honey, that's the only way to grow. Reaching in the dark until you see a spark.